So we're up here today, up Sharan Creek, doing some exploring. Never been this way before. Old Jeep's running fine. I opted not to drive across this. Sharan seems to have a bunch of placer workings, but these are the first sluicing table. See that? It narrows down, and then that must have been where their riffles were. Carbide can. This seems to be the first set of placer workings, hard rock workings we've run across. Lots and lots of placer diggings. That's a cool campfire spot. Lots and lots of placer diggings where they're scraping it down to the bare bedrock. Sharan Creek is this narrow, high desert sort of canyon, full of wonderful little waterfalls and I suspect these are placer working roads. The maps don't really show any mines up on the top of the hill. Look at that. A flume. Cool. A flume in situ. Look at it. Oh, we might have to go up farther into that one. This road comes across it over here.
You found an ore bin?
Uh-huh. That looks like an ore bin right over there. Oh, check out the fences. Somebody's been here.
And that's a cabin. That is a collapsed cabin, probably from the 20s or 30s.
Gin, more tin shops.
And there
Logs.
is the shack.
This is how they would build it. And then top log. You can actually see over here that tin shop it in grooves and put it like that. It did it strong this one.
Stacking on the rock right there. If you base the size of the mine and the size of the tailing pile, it isn't very big. It isn't very big. This was the mine.
That tramway way leading up.
Shay kept talking about a tramway. Very confused as to what he was referencing. But by God, here it is. There's the tramway. There's the cabin. There's the Jeep, so we're directly above where we started. And there's the portal. timbered mines. Boy, there's a lot of air coming out of that. A person could easily crawl through that. Looks like it turns into rock right there. But then look at these. Look at these support boards. Bowing. Man.
Is it safe enough?
It is. That is not a safe one, Shay. You can go look, but that is not a safe one.
I think there's another mine up there. 'Cause it looks like it.
Light gauge rail.
Yeah,
You think there's another one up there?
I think so.
I don't know if I see any signs of it, Buster.
Let's just go check.
No, right there. There's another one right there.
Told you.
And there's another one right here.
I told you that. You wanna try it, bud?
It's not much of one up there, but there's another portal up on top.
Here's a sample of what they're going for in that mine.
I don't think that this was a mine shaft, Buster. I don't think it was.
There's another sample of ore they would have gone after. This one's a kind of junkier one. Hold to get trapped in port. I'm trying to go for port over.
What were they going after then?
This is just a hole in the bank somebody was digging rock specimens from. I think this is some sort of avalanche, maybe. It's almost like it's ash. Some of the rocks are river worn and some of the rocks aren't. I wonder if this is that last big Yellowstone eruption. But if you look, that's garnet right there.
Is it a good size?
Well, it's sugar, it's no good. And there's quartz.
What? Sugar? No good?
Alright, I don't think that came out of the volcano. This must be a landslide from farther up.
Are these lilies of the valley or no?
Yeah. My knowledge of flowers is pretty limited. There's a hard rock shelf up there.
Yeah.
This is a stack of mine timbers.
Yeah.
See? And they would come out here and they'd work on them. See how they got it squared up on those points? And those have been hewn so they can fit the top pieces. There's some that are just waiting there. This is their work. These haven't been done at all.
You can see this is a mine workplace. So all these logs right here, they would use it for supporting mines, actually.
Please be careful, Shay.
Okay.
Is there an opening to the portal up there, or is it totally collapsed?
There's like a tiny squeeze into the portal.
Yeah, we're not doing that. If you look up above, it's collapsed in just higher up.
Well, there's
Down there is that portal. We found that there's a skylight halfway up. I think it's a natural cave-in. This is really unstable material. The natural cave-in, I suspect that's why that mine shaft is rolling so much cold air. Usually that means it's pretty big. There's no tailings piles. So I don't think they're very big. I think they're, less than maybe a couple hundred yards of working. It's just ventilated. So that's where the cold air is coming in.
Up here! There's no entrance!
I think it's a cave-in.
And there's one little corner. Again, there's just a little tiny crack, like that one.
Excuse the panting. We've climbed a long ways.
You can see. Just look, Dad. There's a rail over here. Like that.
Wow. I don't believe it goes very far. I don't hear much of anything. No, it's definitely not safe. Here's how they attach their rails. No plates. There's the rails right there. Big the devil. You just put a nail in, keep them from sliding sideways, pin it down with the head.
There's 3 mines!
You can see the twin humps. There's 2 more portals up there. There's their stack of timbering. There's their workbench. Same style, it's probably the same guys.
Right there. It's up in the 2 mines. It came out of this big portal.
Oh, I don't know, we climbed maybe 700-800 vertical feet from where we left the Jeep. It's far enough, bud. I think they call this a hanging wall. They're going in alongside, right in the middle of this seam. Whatever the seam is, that's what they're chasing. And they're chasing it all the way up. Again, I don't think that goes very far. See the remains of iron nails where they drove them in to support lamps or lanterns. It's still this sort of conglomerate. That's why it's so unstable. So this must have been a hot water vent, a volcanic water system, and it must have gone out and either leached the minerals from the surrounding rocks, especially looks like that direction, or it just deposited and then you know, leached anything out of that, so it just crumbles. But you can really see the water system. Sounds like my partner found another mine. I don't know how much higher I'm climbing. So this exposed ridge, that's where that mine was, basically just for that juniper. We've come up and back, well, maybe 200 feet back 100 feet up. Here is quite clearly a cave-in into that mining system. It's all that same crumbly rock. It's hard for me to tell without
You can kind of get an idea what
big flashlights, but I think there's a room they dug out right there.
Trying
You
to
think
see
that's the ore?
what they're going after. Is that a rock wall right there?
Well, I'd say the miners stacked that. This tree is huge, Shay. So it was here when the miners were here,
Yeah.
for sure.
Even that tree that's still alive down there, it's probably there when the miners are here.
That mountain fir's got to be 4 feet, 5 feet across the stump. Well, it's on camera now. This kind of makes me nervous.
See so?
You can see where they were trenching in an attempt to relocate that vein.
Looks like there's another portal up here.
Sure was.
You can see an old can. Where are you going, Dad?
Just get a bird's eye view.
You can see this is where the portal started. Then it collapsed. So this is where the portal started. Then it collapsed. And then you can actually see they had to put sticks along the walls. If you come down here, Dad, you can actually see they had to put sticks in the walls to support it. Whoa!
What are you seeing there?
I see a big hole. See a lot of air draft coming out.
Do you?
And I don't think it collapsed. It's gonna collapse. Dad,
Yeah?
you ever seen two mines in the same place?
Oh yeah. Oh, this ground's unstable. I'm up here. Look at the timbering they were preparing. That's big timber. Hand hewn, hand cut. I'm here. This is older. Moose walking around too. Look at this. This is what caught my eye.
This is probably where the tramway was leaning.
First I thought it was all mining debris. But then I get over here and I find out that it's just that fractured. Some sort of ash, kind of sandstone. It's just a fractured bed of it. And they're going underneath of it.
Dad, do you see how big those hand chopped logs are? See how big these hand chopped logs are?
I did see that.
Dad, before you go up, can you stop right there?
Well, we're not going to go up any farther, bud. We're done. Again. Oh no, this isn't older workings. That's a cat scrape. See it? Where they went down through and pushed it out. So they were prospecting. Somebody was coming up the hill and systematically scraping back. Searching for the vein again. We got a big rock escarpment right there. I think it ends here, Buster. I don't see anything going on up above it. It ends at the face of that cliff right up there.
There's a big place right there. That could be some more.
No.
Fine.
No, I'm very confident this is the end of it.
Okay.
And while this is probably, judging from the trees there, 70s, maybe, that's old. That last one we looked at was pretty old. All right, we're in bear country and we've been too long away from your mom and Grace, so we gotta go back down.
Did you get a long look at those logs? Big
I got
logs.
along with those logs. I showed to people. Hand hewn.
Huge logs.
I believe that was an ant nest, that pile of gray stuff. This is so cool. So cool. These things just don't survive.
And it still keeps going. So this flume falls over and still keeps going.
These things just don't survive. Look at it curl and hug the bank. Very cool. Now you be careful, Shay. I don't want to damage it, okay?
Okay, I'm walking carefully in the flume. There's a few parts that kind of like collapse outwards, and then it still keeps going strong. Is this somebody's private property?
I think it's just a cattle fence. So here's where the flume turns into a ditch. Right? So up until this point, it was just a rock ditch. And you can see the remains of a coffer dam right through here. So that's where they dammed up the stream, diverted some. I don't think they could have put all in there. They diverted a bunch of it in there. And then it went all the way down to the base of that mine that we were just climbing, where they probably used it to process. They might even had a water wheel or a Pendleton wheel. Ooh, I bet it's a Pendleton wheel. I bet that building is the wheelhouse. Everything seems to stop right there. That's a cool little section, Shay. Big Fir Mine. That name will work until I can come up with the actual name. Well, I'm not sure. Appears to have had a stove, but I'd almost want to say it was food storage. Pendleton wheel. We nailed it. We nailed it. There's where the flume comes in. Here's where the wheel sat. There's the gates. Very cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if the wheel was still here. Still very, very cool.
That'd be nice.
Just think that's a piece of metal. Pendleton wheel. Here's where the water dumped out. That's how they powered the mines.
What's that? Pendleton wheel?
Pendleton.
Pellet?